Hello, this is Dustin from Ohio. Again, last night I just did a review on the Goocig Toro tank. Made by Goocig. They ship their products out of California. Very inexpensive, high quality tanks for sure. I loved this Toro tank. Fantastic tank. Excellent flavor. Big fan of the glass strip tip. You can look up all their stuff online at goocig.com. Goocig. It's backwards, but goocig.com. Highly suggest their tanks for anyone that doesn't want to spend $60 to $100 on a good working tank. Goocig is the way to go. Today I'm doing a review on the Goocig Toro RTA. Comes with, I believe it comes with some coils, extra glass, Allen wrench to get the screws out of the deck. Just from putting this together, I already know I'm just gonna love this thing. Top fill. Unscrew it. Opens up the fill holes in the top. Very convenient. No need to take anything off. Don't take the top cap off. You don't have to take the bottom off. You just simply turn 180 degrees clockwise and counterclockwise, and it opens and closes the top fill. One thing I noticed right away, it's small, even smaller than the Toro tank, which it looks like they both hold pretty close to 3 mil. This one might only hold 2.5 mil, the RTA, but if it's anything like this Toro tank, I know I'm just gonna love it. Great stealth vape if you don't want big mods, big tanks. I'm a very big fan of RTAs. I've got 5 of Omega's Alpha BFT. I've got Smock TFE 8, TFE 4, or TFRTA. I just love RTAs. This is my first one I've seen from Goocig. I'm really excited to try it out. I'm going to take it apart here. Unscrew the bottom. Top cap and glass. One thing I noticed immediately is this doesn't have the glass drip tip that the Toro tank has, that the regular style Toro tank has, and that I'm kind of bummed out about that, because man, I love that glass drip tip. But I believe I have an extra one I'll probably throw on here. Then you see you got a pretty nice sized, I guess it would be called the chimney. There's not much of a chimney in here. Here it is. I'll hold on to the bottom, unscrew this, and I'll show you what I did inside here. Inside here I already put a couple 3 millimeter Claptons 5 wraps inside here. I already put the coils in, got them heating equally, and cooled it down, wicked it. Pretty easy to wick. It seems like it's a really good, it seems like it's a really efficient RTA, the way you wick this thing. It doesn't seem like you'll have any leaking issues at all if you just wick it I mean, even if you do it halfway decent, you shouldn't have any leaking issues with this RTA. It's just really nice. Velocity style deck, 2 posts, which I'm a huge fan of as well. I cannot wait to get some juice on this and fire it up. I'm going to use some juice today from a local shop. My favorite juice from there. It's Jungle Juice from Epic Vapes. They got shops all around Northwest Ohio, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Walpock, Ohio, Delphus, Ohio, Findlay, Ohio, Van Wert, Ohio. They got this Jungle Juice is just phenomenal juice. I can't even explain the flavor profile. It almost tastes like chewing on a piece of juicy fruit bubble gum to me. Personally, in my opinion, that's what it tastes like, and I love this stuff. So, shout out to Nate Geese from Epic Vapes. Juice is phenomenal. Keep it up. I'm gonna prime this wick here. Try not to make too big of a mess. I'm mainly going to focus on getting the wick that is up outside of the juice ports, up inside the coils. I'm going to try to get them good and saturated. That way I don't burn this thing up right away. This is by far my smallest RTA. Well, the Mini Goblin is small, but in my opinion that thing is just a hunk of crap. It's just way too small to do anything with. You can't put any good builds in it. It's hard to wick. It's just overall a big pain in the rear. And this thing is similar in size, but oh my goodness, it's just designed so well. I mean, I don't understand why people didn't have a design like this on their RTAs years ago, or at least a year ago, something. Because this is very well made. The design seems to be top notch, and it don't seem like I'm going to have any leaking issues with it at all. A lot of RTAs you have to really practice wicking them, or actually look up other people's reviews online to see exactly how to wick stuff before you can even use it, or you'll waste 20 ml of juice trying to get it right. So I got the wick pretty much saturated. I'm going to keep going a little bit just to make sure. I hate having to change stuff around. Once I get it built, I hate having to go back in and rebuild it because something silly happens. So got it pretty well saturated here. I'm going to screw the chimney back on. Remember guys, if you're interested in this, it's at Goocig.com. Epic Vapes. If you have a vape shop around your town called Epic Vapes, if you're anywhere around Northwest Ohio, you can buy their stuff there. Shout out to Jack from Goocig. Best customer service I've ever had. Any vape company. I've had problems with a ton of products, and Goocig is the only company that responded quickly, helped me out with the problem I had with their product. They didn't ask a million questions, and they weren't trying to charge me more money for stuff. He didn't seem like he was just after my money. He seemed like he was just really trying to make a customer happy, and that's my favorite thing. Goocig, they care about their people, and nowadays that doesn't happen too often. So I got this tightened down snug. I got all my juice flows lined up. I don't know if you can see. You can see every bit of cotton, every juice hole is lined up in the chimney. I'm gonna screw the chimney back onto the top cap and screw the bottom back onto the top cap in glass. Nice and snug. Do not over tighten these things, folks. Get them good and snug just where you know they won't leak. No need to over tighten. Then you'll have it'll be a pain in the butt to get it off. You can possibly crack your glass if you try to over tighten. So I just don't recommend that. What's nice about this also, the airflow has a stopper. It don't just spin round and round and round, so it stops. No, you know, you take a pull off of your mod and you wonder what just happened. The airflow spun around on you. This thing is pretty firm. It's not going to move on you unless you intend for it to. And overall, I'm extremely happy with the design of this little RTA. I've already got the top juice flows, the top fill. I've already got that open. I'm going to fill it the rest of the way up. Doesn't take much juice at all to fill this guy up. I'm hoping maybe they come out with an extended glass. Something where we can get some more juice in this baby, because I can tell I'm going to like it. But I don't know if I'm going to like filling it up all the time. Juice cavity's closed. Just like my review last night, I don't have a Goocig mod to put this on. I have plenty of other mods. No Goocig. I had an Aries box. One time my wife took it, and after that I don't even know. I'm not sure exactly what happened to it. But their boxes are pretty lightweight. They work very well. Big screen. The Aries box had a big old screen on it. I don't know if I'm such a fan of that big screen. I know my wife liked it because she's got to have all of her TVs and everything. Her has to have like the big, nice, big screen, big. She's that type of, I want everything big and nice and bright pink, and she had a bright pink box. They got all kinds of colors for their boxes. I'm letting this wick soak up a little bit. I'm really excited to get this thing on a mod. I'm going to throw this on, I just put it on this RX I have sitting here. I would like to, I have other mods I put this tank on. It's just so small. Yeah, kinda. I'm not sure if I like it on my RX. But that's where it's going to go for the sake of this review. The build I have in it is ohming out to 0.22, which seems pretty low. I think that's going to come up once I get some heat to this. But I'm going to start it at 50 watts just so I don't burn any of my cotton. I always like to start a new build low, get it wicking properly, then you can start to turn it up. One thing I notice immediately is that there's not as much airflow in the RTA as there is on a regular Goocig Toro tank. Not saying it's a bad thing. A lot of people don't like a ton of airflow like the Toro has. I personally love it. But this still has a good amount of airflow. Flavor's pretty much on point. Nate at Epic Vapes, your Jungle Juice. I mean, that's in top 3, my top 3 flavor profiles, flavors I've had of any juice. Jungle Juice is up there. Bravo, dude. Bravo for the juice. You guys made a great flavor there. Also, their licorice, really good flavor too. I would say this tank is, this RTA is quite similar in performance to a Smock TF RTA, but it's more low profile. I'll probably switch these two around, put my small Goocig on my small IPVD2, that way I can have it for stealth vaping. Man, the flavor in this RTA is great with these Clapton coils. I'm not sure honestly which one I like better, the original Toro or the Toro RTA. I probably will prefer the RTA because I like building my own coils. I don't like having to go buy coils once a week. I got a lot of tanks where I got to go buy coils, order coils. I'm tired of all this coil nonsense. I'd rather just make my own, grab a pack of cotton bacon once every month, and do it like that. But for those that just want to slap a coil in, throw your juice in there, and vape on it, the Toro tank, the original Toro, is a phenomenal tank. But this is really similar to a Smock TF RTA as far as performance, except the Smock you can open and close your juice ports. This one, they stay open all the time, but I don't really have a problem with that. It doesn't seem like with this design you're ever going to have to worry about it leaking, so there's really no need to shut the juice ports off. Wow. Smock, not Smock, oh, excuse me, because trust me, I do not like Smock near as much as I like Goocig, because I've had bad experiences with customer service. It doesn't seem like they value their customers as much because they're this big company. They got good prices. If you get a defective product, I think they pretty much just expect you to throw it away and give them some more money and buy a new one, which I'm not a fan of. Goocig won't do that to you. This is a great company, great people. I mean, they actually have values. They value their customers. And as far as a small RTA, this Goocig Toro RTA smashes the Mini Goblin into the dirt. I mean, that Mini Goblin, I'll probably just throw it in the garbage. This is definitely the replacement for that RTA. I am Jack from Goocig. You guys knocked it out of the park, man. These tanks. Also, another great tank from Goocig, the Aries Pro. It's big. I think it's 23 millimeters. It's tall tank, has adjustable juice flows. That's the tank Jack helped me on when I had an issue with it. He corrected the issue. That's a great tank as well. But the Toro, it's half the size of the Aries Plus or Aries Pro, and it performs right up there with it. Wow. Thank you so much, Goocig, for letting me review your products. Goocig.com. They got these in all different colors: black, stainless, copper on the original Toro. The original Toro comes with a glass strip tip that I'm a big fan of, but for some reason I don't have it didn't come on the RTA style, which is fine with me because I got an extra glass strip tip I'm going to throw on here. But yeah, great RTA, easy to wick, broad flavor, nice cloud production, small, stealth vape. You want a stealth vape, you want an RTA, you want to get the Goocig Toro RTA. Thanks. This is Dustin from Ohio, finishing my Goocig review. Toro RTA, I give it an A. Small RTA, great flavor, easy building, doesn't get much better than that. Hey, you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Shout out to Jack from Goocig, Goocig.com. Buy your Goocig products. This stuff is great.